just don't care. They don't care.
I think they care. I think they want to win.
No,
You know what I care about, Kasad?
They don't care who they face.
Getting
cares?
into this game, we've got Anubis, we do have Complexity and Monte ready to be getting into the server. So Bardolph and Hawker, take it away with our final best of one.
I think Anubis is maybe the most stable grounds for this match to start with. The vacuum of this match early in the history of CS2 for both these squads, though I do agree that Monte probably at the advantage here. So let's see what they have to offer. They'll be starting on the T side of Anubis. Do you think there'll be much variance with the smokes on Anubis?
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't know if it'll be as much as some of the other maps we've seen, especially over on Nuke. Oh, look at that early, though. Woro putting that P250 to use. Grim also dealt with. That mid play has been quickly dismantled, and Monte will stream into this A site, which hallzerk has just evacuated.
5-man on road, looking to get that bomb planted. Somewhat uncontested. Hard work to be done then by Complexity. Oppressive angles being held by Monte. Unable to trade that kill though. JT will have another look. In the absence of Floppy, he'll pick one up once again. hallzerk gets dropped. Floppy's got much to do. Oh. And he'll be lying in that new high poly water.
Okay, I think Demka is like logged on to LMBT's Steam account because that's what it's saying on the HUD. So maybe he was having issues. I think that's why we had the tech delay. So in case anyone's confused, LMBT still coaching behind the team. But yeah, good start for them here. This is kind of the home map for both of these teams. On the Complexity side, they've got 8 wins, only 1 loss on this map. But who was that 1 loss against? Well, it was against Monte, who are also a great team on this map. So that's a good example of why I think this could be a really fun map here. Both these teams really enjoy Anubis. Flash over. It's all USPs though, and Bro hasn't been blinded, so I think they're safe.
Yeah, good distance to not be too affected by that flash. Got to pick which one you want to throw. So far so good for Monte though. No kills for Complexity. Maybe the worst way to start the CT side after losing the pistol. Again, we've seen very fast rounds. These HEs into the smokes, dramatically changing the pace of rounds early on in CS2. We'll see how it works on Anubis. I would expect a slower pace on this map, just in how the layout works versus the other ones we've seen today. More open in that regards, the other ones.
Oh, look at this Complexity out of spawn. Aggression out through B. They have completely cleared this B side of the map immediately. Monte might respond fast on A, but is it going to be fast enough? Complexity are already rotating players back here.
Some very forward smoke grenades.
I love it.
And maybe this hasn't been fully identified by Monte just yet. They are executing into the A bomb site though. Look at the sheer level of junk being thrown onto this bomb site. JT is here to fight. Also here to get traded. hallzerk in the smoke for the time being. Will there be a flash for him? What play will he look to make? Krasnov pulling grenades out, getting caught by hallzerk then. The trades will continue. 3-on-2 for Monte. Bomb planted. Only Grim and EliGE remain. No kits for the final 2, but they are on the bomb site. Can they find the kills? Are the angles good enough for Monte? Woro, the low health player, will show presence by that pillar. Big smokes, but Demka gets dropped in isolation. And now it's SDY versus Grim. 1v1. He'll play the bomb if he can. That's a big smoke up though. No grenade to deal with it. Sees Grim standing around there, holding the defuse this time. Running out of rounds, but goes for a new Galil. Can he find the angle? Too far to the left, too far to the right. I think he got there in the end. That was a scary one.
Oh, just about getting it done. You see initially SDY spamming towards the bomb, but Grim can be defusing on either side of it. So even though you have a little vision when you spam the smoke, it's not enough to actually see if the defuse was happening.
Look at all this util. Again, those mollies have a bigger spread to them as well.
Yeah, so much junk. But hallzerk was able to hide behind that smoke because it was so big for quite a while. SDY finally adjusting at the end. Definitely a fun round there. It looks like we are going to see a lot of CT aggression here on this. Wow, that nade actually just hit his teammates as they try and go through the smoke. SDY deals with the first couple of players. Look at the response. Grim's just doubled down. Finally gets traded, but it's a 2-on-2 here. And Monte don't have the bomb right now.
Complexity have got gimmicks. sort of combo with a flash, I think, there in that mid position. And that is utility will tell a story, and this will give Complexity the space to clear the B bomb site, maybe collect some firearms as well. So this becomes very uncomfortable for Monte. They've got a minute on the clock. And it's a gamble for all, but they'll be much slower than Complexity, who've got work to do. AK-47 collected, and once you've been holding position, Demka collects the first, bursting towards hallzerk. In the meantime, the bomb is off to the races, but have a look at hallzerk's rotation. He might have a 1v1 with the bomb plant here. This may not work as planned for Monte. LMBT, that's not LMBT. Of course, that's Demka. Yeah. He's got the angle, though. Oh, this is an interesting one. hallzerk knows he's got opportunity if he can find Krasnal. Demka on the rotation elsewhere. He's got a smoke and a Molotov and angles to throw it now. This could become very bizarre indeed, but Krasnal may finish off the job. Indeed, he will. Clean sheet continues for Monte, a very fast, a very prompt 4-0.
Well positioned there from Krasnal. I think hallzerk was just expecting those players to sort of both play back towards main, towards the bomb, but that position overlooked. Yeah, I think Anubis, I'm expecting to see even more CT aggression, because it does feel very difficult on the CT side. It was already tough on CSGO, and I think in CS2, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the one map where we see an even bigger turn-up in CT aggression. I've liked what I've seen from Complexity early, even if it hasn't worked out. They've had some fresh ideas. Monte now, set play out of spawn looking likely, grouped around this B bomb site. They've got utility on the go.
Chain flashes will be important. Bro making his way forward. hallzerk swing and a miss from him. Delivers on a second opportunity. Still standing as hallzerk. He's got a flicks as well. Very nice work. What a brief round on the bomb site. Stayed by the pillar, stayed alive, went back and smashed.
Yeah, you see for Monte, the idea with those smokes, everyone funnels out to that same left side. And this pillar position is one of the main ones they've got to be concerned about. But this pillar is just a little bigger than you think, and hallzerk can use it really effectively for cover there. Gets off some good shots. Combat AWPing pays off for hallzerk. And so Complexity able to get their first round on the board. And it looks like Monte might go back to something slower after that switch up did not work for them. Nice flash into mid, but EliGE was legged there. Down to 16 health. Did some good damage of his own. Again, Complexity prodding all over the map. Always got to be focused here, Monte. Always got to be ready for aggression. That double swing was beautifully timed, though. And Demka will hit the headshot against the AWP.
Exchange of fire to buy time to clear areas. Complexity, don't know the full situation in mid. And utility will be dumped.
Don't think that flash went according to plan. I think in a 4v5, you almost have to go for CT aggression, but you see Monte aware of that fact. Floppy looking for a lineup, but he only gets one. And I think that might spell doom for Complexity in this round.
Nothing doing for them. Into the meat grinder goes Grim. EliGE 16 HP will try and find a hidey hole, but Warrow's heading towards him. I mean, he may collect an AWP here if Warrow's not careful, but he's got the gun in hand, and EliGE will leave the floor. Into the sky he goes. And the momentum continues for Monte. So it is a swift scoreline, which was to be expected by many. Again, we have seen some gimmicks from Complexity, but they didn't really have much to show for them just yet.
Yeah, they've been trying some creative stuff. Has not worked out for them. As the desk pointed out earlier, Complexity, a team that were playing in the showdown over in NA on CSGO, so haven't had too much time on CS2. Meanwhile, Monte already have one official under their belt. They played an online game in CS2, even played Anubis in that one. So they definitely have been able to adapt. hallzerk spots the tight angle, gets dinked, but no problem. Still has the shot against Bro, so the aggression pays off this time for Complexity. Let's see if they can turn it into a round win.
close enough to the A-bomb site to start delivering that util. There'll quickly be a rotation over third player, but SDY is in that mid position, and he will be key if he can cut off a rotation. hallzerk will keep an eye on mid. They may have to force a frag on A to pull him away. And things will start to slow down now as the smokes are up. That lurk has been dealt with now as Floppy is swung upon by Waro. Swing of the AWP, that is. 3 on 4 as that smoke will create some space for Demka. 45 seconds on the clock, and Complexity have to wonder about that B bomb site as well. I haven't really seen the bomb here. Big pop flash and a great snap from Demka. Good angle, but not good enough. hallzerk responds to those traces. He's got a strong angle for the remainder and support from JT. Molly will force him away. All the CTs committing now. 27 seconds on the clock as Krasnal looks to try and find hallzerk, who's not showing just yet. JT, the initial engager, will be enough, and Grim will drop Waro as Complexity will try to build on this.
Loving the activity there from hallzerk with the AWP. Just really looking for fights constantly. Gets one at B, gets one at mid, comes and helps out over towards A as well. It was a good idea from Monte as well, boosting, being ready for Floppy's aggression, but yeah, you just see hallzerk, after he takes early damage, able to get into position, spotted those traces, and then the rotate comes in from those mid players. So Complexity find their second round. They also pick up a second AWP for EliGE here, up against a buy from Monte, which has some weaknesses. Only 2 AKs in this one for Monte, but still some Galils, a Tech 9, good utility. Absolutely still a decent enough buy for Monte to work with.
Is he going to walk through it? He's going to run through it. Did he spot JT on the other side of mid? I'm not sure if he did. Minute 20 as Monte demand map control. Not too shabby, grenade onto Bro. This looks to be the main flashpoint for the time being. Biding their time for now. Always a question as to where hallzerk is. But will they be expecting EliGE?
Yeah, I think that's why JT is just trying to draw attention and maybe have players run towards him so that that AWP could land shots. That's changed though. EliGE has just rotated away from mid. So JT will just be looking to buy time, and as he spots those players. Ooh, Smoke took an awkward bounce, but he still does big damage.
Colossal damage. What a tight choke point. That's going to ruin the timing of Monte. Looking for a plan B now. Split of the B bomb site. Demka's been on a rotation this entire time in the meantime, going through T-spawn. Meeting hallzerk in the worst way. 20 seconds. This is the round for Complexity to build their money. Close that gap by one more. Only 2 remaining for Monte. Not sure if a bomb plant is likely for them here. Too many man on the bomb site. Just the one loss for Complexity. Good round for them.
Yeah, that was great from JT. Not only getting that big damage on mid, but deciding to beat that molly that Monte tried to use to take away his info. Instead, he goes out ahead of it. And Counter-Strike so often a game of information. As soon as JT sees mid is clear, those other players on the team know exactly what's coming. They are so well prepared. They have Monte trapped in that area. Made it impossible for Monte to do anything. And now Monte just on pistols. Not many nades. Not many pistols bought either. Just a single dig. So hallzerk could have, oh, I was going to say a great chance, but SDY, the one dig, actually lands the shot.
As he tried to pull this weapon away, I wonder. That is such a good grenade. Bomb carrier Bro down to 13 HP. Really softening up the problem.
Nice.
Pulling the rifle away as well. The second HE is going to be devastating. Only 1 cent flying. Thought there might have been 2. Waro stuck in the corner. Will he be looked for? He will serve himself up. Not sure how much more there is in this round for Monte. SDY 1 versus 4. He has a deagle though. And now he doesn't.
Not anymore. Complexity getting some CT rounds here. And we heard the desk point out earlier that ENCE in their game on Anubis in the group stage earlier in this tournament, they got 10 T rounds, I believe. So it feels like this is going to be a pretty damn T-sided map here in CS2. And so for Complexity to start to get some CT rounds, definitely a good sign. Look at this, it's full Galils for Monte. You don't see that every day.
Really prioritizing that utility.
A couple of players have money in the bank though. Like, they probably could have got some AKs, but clearly just want the full nades.
I like the discipline. EliGE, has he got the flicks? He absolutely has. He also has the rifle support, not anymore. They are quickly dispatched of. JT desperately trying to get into position. If he falls, then surely so does the round. Still on the rotation through mid, not looking for lurkers. SDY still in the back with the bomb, maybe offering some extra util. Grim taking big damage from that grenade. Complexity may be close enough to lose everything. Also close enough to win this round. 3-on-3 and the bomb's not planted just yet, and it gets better for them. Demka offering an angle for hallzerk, and he'll take it. A lot of util on the site. Krasnal considering making a play. Lots of sounds for him. Spots Grim, bomb planted, drops JT, finds hallzerk but can't finish him off. Down to 4 HP. SDY needs to find that frag before Grim gets activated here. There's hallzerk, but Grim trades immediately down to the wire, but Complexity will pull it out of the hat.
That's an impressive turnaround for Complexity. Monte get a 4v3, pretty much full control of the bomb site, but Complexity able to rotate enough quickly and just delay, just sort of deny. It was honestly looking like a free bomb plant, but Monte had to get stalled. They had to take a bit of time there before they could get that bomb down. Bit of frustration maybe for Monte, who have now lost 4 in a row. That was one where they get the early advantage on the trades. And I guess with the Galil buy in the previous, they've still got money for this one as well, especially with the bomb plant. A lot of Galils again in this one, and maybe the same play in this round.
Oh, this is a turbo round from them. They are sending it straight in, and Floppy may be the only person here to offer something, especially with that molly towards that connector for mid, but hallzerk will force his way through the fire. One way or another, 5-on-3. Monte not having the success they were looking for. They swarmed with the numbers, but what have they got to show for it? Krasnal in a 1 versus 3 now. Plenty of time, but he's got to find the kills. Has to avoid a trade frag, but he's been spotted. Down to 36 and now down to 0. Complexity are surviving these tests. So urgent, that rotation through connector. hallzerk coming through there with something to say in this round.
Yeah, and by surviving, Complexity are now thriving. They're in the lead. 5 in a row. Very impressive. And have to give a lot of credit to JT. He looks sharp individually. The in-game leader up to 12 kills, just behind hallzerk, who's been doing well in the combat AWPing. Not always easy to do. A lot of people look to EliGE to be the main man for Complexity, but he's not been needed in these round wins so far. Again, though, Monte's still able to get that buy together. This time, 3 AKs for them. And this time, a slower start to the round. Gotta say, Complexity have done a great job at dealing with these fast, aggressive grouped rounds from Monte. They had 1 over towards B that they completely denied. 2 towards A there that Complexity have just convincingly swept away. So Monte decide they have to go back to their slower default style of play. Good molly from EliGE.
It's a really good molly.
Yeah, really well timed. Look at the utility he's just wasted from Monte.
Yeah, last of the mollies as well. Got to respect that to some degree. The utility exchange continues. EliGE single-handedly holds on to mid versus 2 Monte players. Not an easy task to do.
Oh, look at this angle. Oh, he's going into them, but JT will get 1 before traded. A bit of info as well, with 35 seconds remaining. Complexity sending reinforcements to this B-bomb site.
Grim somewhat pinched for the time being. Floppy delivering on the rotation. Grim still standing for now, though. Edging forward are Monte. 20 seconds on that clock, 2v1. They know where Floppy's coming from. They're lining up for him, but they will squeeze in one last round before we switch sides. A tight game and maybe more CT rounds than Monte were expecting Complexity to find.
Echo here with a small update of all of the things that are happening on the B stream. Some things were expected, some were a surprise. From the expected part, well, we had Mouse against Vertex with a 13-2, then Ants with Lin Vision with a 13-6. G2, Greyhound, 13-11, but the surprise was Bad Boom against the last major winner, Vitality, and Bad Boom, I mean, they managed to win in OT, which means that now Vitality are going to play against FaZe Clan in order to survive this whole tournament. Stay tuned.
All right, so we've just cast our fourth best of one of the day, and it was Greyhound losing to... Oh, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I can't do this anymore. Greyhound fucking lose again.
They could have won. They could have won, but they didn't.
Monte started strong. They had a 4-0 lead, but Complexity worked their way back into the half, and by the time we got to halftime, there was nothing to separate these two. 6-6, and with Anubis often being called a T-sided map, maybe Complexity are now the ones in the driver's seat. They get to switch to that T side, and we'll get to see why they are so good on this map. Or can Monte show that it's also their home map? A strong map for both teams. We've got to see who can come over the line here. P250 out for Grim. Long-range fights being taken. Bro looking to do what he can do. Oh, and the answer is he can't do anything. Grim able to get that long-range kill with a P250. Exactly what you buy it for. And now Complexity sit with the man advantage.
All quiet for now. Until disengagement from Monte. Ooh. Nothing doing. A drawn out one from Complexity then, who still have hallzerk outside A. What is his role in this one? Maybe cutting off rotation. As Krasnort wanders from the U-box position. And here they come. Catches the bomb carrier. Good start, but a bad finish with EliGE trading. More Julies are on deck, though, for these CTs of Monte. 3-on-3 is SD. Oh, that's nasty from SDY. And that is even more disgusting to finish off the job there. A promising pistol round. Wow. Those were some frags on that bomb site.
Yeah, that got ugly for Complexity. Ended up being a team kill in there as well. But these dualies, I mean, dualie one tap. Looking lush.
Rude.
Only need one of the guns to fire. Too much to handle there for Complexity. And they will have a minimal investment into this round. really important that they deny the bomb plant there as well, Monte. Takes away any chance of a force bite. EliGE is the man with the Deeg. Has been very quiet so far. Would be a nice time for him to show up for complexity. Committed position from SDY. Have to assume he will go down here, even if it's mostly Glocks. There's 4 Ts coming his way. Ooh, oh, he gets away.
So fascinated as to the weight of a pistol round in MR12 with the varying score lines and what the likelihood will be if you come out of a half with 4 rounds and lose a pistol or 5 rounds and lose a pistol. We will learn over time. It'll be fascinating to watch.
Yeah, that is both pistols won by Monte here as well. So if they do get a close win here, I'm sure they'll
be more devastating in this one.
SG out for hallzerk. I've heard a couple of people say that that is also quite strong.
I'm liking the SG. My problem is I always forget to buy it.
Ah.
Well, you know, in CSGO I'd forget to buy it because I had the muscle memory, but now with this menu where the equipment is kind of in the way and ruin some of the numbers we're used to pressing.
True.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah. Definitely good for holding some of these angles early. You know, if you're looking down towards the canal, the sewer sort of area, there's that long-range angle. You can definitely hold. Let's see if Complexity can win this first gun round then. They could really do with it. Aggression out early. Demka aware of that angle. Oh, meanwhile, hallzerk, he's gone down. That SG's been dealt with. At least able to trade it, but even trade early. That CT aggression continuing on the Monte side of things.
Interesting smoke we saw there. Keep an eye on that in the rounds to come.
Or thought about a flash. Instead, he'll just try and trade his teammate. And warning shots. Force Kraz now back.
Did it a cheap way and got away with it. Meanwhile, Complexity are asking questions of the A-bomb side. They've got a good spread across the map with the 4 they have remaining, and it gets better as SDY is dropped by EliGE. So we've got a lot of problems for Monte. It looks like they're going to gamble stack one of the bomb sites. If it's the other one, I would imagine that they'll save. Which way will Complexity go? 40 seconds to decide, and it seems like they're going to make the correct choice.
Yeah, got the right read on this one. And there'll be nothing for Monte to do. It's been a good game from SDY. 16 frags for him. Consistently putting up the numbers. Normally, you look to Waro to be the main man for Monte. But in CS2, it does feel like AWPers are going to struggle to farm stats in the same way. I think they can still have a lot of impact in the gun rounds, but you don't get quite as many of the gun rounds, and sometimes you're going to have to save on the low-buy rounds. So that might affect your overall kills, but the kills they get can be very impactful still.
Just a reminder for those of you who may not have been tuned in earlier, first game of the day with a stand-in for Na'Vi, JL got 31 frags.
Crazy.
In the MR12 format. Hell of a performance.
I don't know if anyone else has come close to that today.
Not that we've seen.
Yeah, well, I guess we've had overtime games, so sort of, you know.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same, man.
Just instant pressure in this format, post-pistol. Everybody's very, very focused. Big buy round then, with an 8-7 scoreline. No snipers just yet. The Krieg has disappeared as well. Very quick molly towards the side of mid as EliGE will go hunting. Taking a lot of map control early are Complexity. 2 challengers in mid. Hot flash to the side. EliGE might get both of them. Great work through the door. Goodbye. This is a big problem for Monte.
Yeah, EliGE slowly showing up now on this T side, has started to up his game. And again, Monte might feel as though they just have to take a risk here. They're so far down in numbers. Damage done by the nade. Demka able to find one, and Bro is here. He's a little concerned about mid, though. Maybe just concerned about saving at this point. Oh, he's out of ammo. Grim will deal with him. And the nade onto Krasnow, enough to finish the job. Complexity losing both pistols, but coming through really strong in the gun rounds.
Yeah, there were one or two clues that they may have somehow found some time to prepare for this. But again, I think Anubis is the right map for this engagement. Wonderful spray. Really committed to that far player before dealing with the close one.
Heard a lot about these shotguns. I don't think we've seen them as much as I was expecting. SDY's got the Mag 7 out in this one, though. A couple of M4s for Monte, so still chances in this round. Nothing can be taken for granted here by Complexity. But again, all tied up. And Complexity have looked the better team in the gun rounds, has to be said.
Meteor than a Reuben sandwich, that Mag 7. Slow start from Complexity though. hallzerk being very patient. Rifle support is here. They'll get 2 for 1. That's a deal they're happy to accept.
Always got to use your special offers. 2 for 1. Good deal. Krasnow again poking for information. Quite difficult out towards B long though. The T's can just sit back in a pretty safe position. And the group will be towards this Mag 7. Just how good can this shotgun be? It's going to have to be pretty massive here.
He can dance around the corner. Oh, this could be completely disastrous. EliGE in the red, but manages to survive enough to create the space for his team. Got a lurker in Grim as well. So Monte are outmaneuvered on this one. They are losing grip of this game very quickly on the CT side. Complexity doing great work on their CT side in the first half. And Monte struggling to match it.
Yeah, listen, outside of the strong start to the halves Monte have had, they've really struggled here. They started their T side 4-0 up, a really good start for them. They very quickly came out to that lead, and then Complexity came out in the gun rounds. Then here in the second half, they win the pistol, they get the first 2 rounds, and then quickly Complexity come right back. So the gun rounds have to be improved here for Monte. Close from SDY though. Looked like he might have had a slight shadow advantage on that angle, which helped him on the first kill. But just a tag onto EliGE. And his teammates weren't in position to rotate over. They knew that they would be fighting a losing battle, fighting uphill.
Very good spread early from Complexity. Have a look at how many players they put into that investment through the water and came out way worse for it. So you can see they're trying to take the fight to Complexity, but not being rewarded. And let's not forget that hallzerk missed that first shot in that engagement as well. His teammate, the rifle support, able to pick something up. I wonder if they'll have higher urgency towards mid, because EliGE is getting over there pretty quickly with hallzerk roaming with the AWP as well. That makes peeking pretty difficult. Last time he was in the water, next time he could be outside one of the bomb sites.
Complexity timeout taken there. Even though they have been finding recent success. See if Monte go for any adjustments, because this map feels like it's slipping away from them. But if you just look at the scoreline, still very close, still very doable if they can step up their game here. Similar emphasis on mid from Monte.
Oh, great timing by that man at watch.
So there's SDY and Warro playing mid again for Monte. This time EliGE not aggressive in this position though. Smoke was just deployed to try and deny EliGE. Looks like Monte Monte have solved that problem early. But could problems arise elsewhere? Complexity grouping up fairly early into the round. Look at Monte, though. They've got players on B, and they might be about to go aggressive themselves.
Oh, that's a big flash for Grim. Looks away after the flash comes through. No spray from him, but JT will clean up the mess. Warro's on an island now. Well, SDY is going to get there pretty quickly to help him, though. Will there be variants around these smokes? Will there be a HE into them? There will be, but no result afterwards. Complexity starting to swarm. Now that's a big frag for SDY. Needs a second and finds one. Looking for JT also. Spots the bomb. And Demka will join the defenses. 2-on-2. Oh, Warriors conceded his angle just as JT makes his way towards that water. He's missed all the angles as Complexity rotates.
How long do Monte wait, though? They surely must start to realize B is clear. Demka's not rotating, though. They're actually chasing, and Warro will find one, but JT, where's he going to go? He looks back, tries to spot that player. That's going to cost him a bit of time here as Monte group up for this rotate. Oh, this bomb plant's hard now. Might get it down, but he'll be trapped on the site, and Monte know it. This is so tricky for JT. He gets the 1v1 and the follow-up. They don't group up to deal with him, and JT delivers for Complexity.
Oh, dear. That is not the way you want to lose a round. Stuck on the bomb site, just planted the bomb. 1v1's offered up. Brutal. That's a brutal loss for Monte. Look how sick that second frag was as well. Ooh, just adding some vinegar to that burn as well.
That's an ace from JT as well.
Huge. Man, I don't know how you recover from that mentally for Monte. Happened so fast also.
And they'd already been losing rounds prior. Oh, the auto shot out in mid. The flash sets him up for one. Complexity aware that Warro's there because he threw the flash. So just an even trade early.
Again, EliGE is finding so much mileage in this mid position, round after round. Very aggressive map control, just makes it so much harder to play the CT side when you feel compelled to try and find something. But with an MP9, dire situation. Really just walking to their doom here. hallzerk a little late, but still delivers. Going back for the second one as well, but look how many reinforcements he's got behind him. Krasnal needs a miracle, and he might just get one. He finds two and makes it competitive. There's Bro coming up, but JT clutches again with a multi-frag. That's a lot of frags in 2 rounds for him.
Up to 23 kills total for the in-game leader of Complexity. What a performance he is having here. Top of the server. He could well be the difference maker. Flash was pretty good, but just the 1-for-1 on mid. And then JT I thought was in a tough position, but swings wide, makes sure to secure another round. And LMBT will talk to the team. Monte, not the most experienced team, so having LMBT behind them, I think, important in moments like these. But 11-8 down, Complexity 1 away from map point. Monte have got to figure this out right here.
This has been quite the run, hasn't it? 5 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of the pistol, what have they really won? They've won nothing.
It's been awful. They've won like 2 rounds, other than the ones they won at the start of the halves.
I mean, with the amount of rounds Complexity won on their CT side, that had to be of concern to Monte, who are empty-handed in this half, more or less. hallzerk creeping through now with the AWP. Look at the angle clearing from him. It is absolutely brutal. Looking for Demka as well. What can he even do? Now the utility comes. Floppy and hallzerk looking to do more. Floppy drops Demka, but they know that there's more players here. They're a bit spread out across the map. They'll go to join their teammates. In the meantime, EliGE may have them locked down as he enters mid once again. It's been such a nuisance here, but Bro will just about survive.
Complexity rerouting back to B. Krasnal, the anchor on this side, tries to do what he can, but Grim wins the duel. Bro's in on the fast flank, but hallzerk so prepared, he misses the shot, fires too soon, and Bro comes in with a couple of kills. Could it be another clutch though? It's Grim looking for these angles, but he might have looked the wrong way here, moving in. They still haven't spotted him, but finally, SDY gets the kill and gets a much-needed round for Monte.
That one was really down to the wire. A timing window. If Grim finds that kill on the left side, then who knows, but not on this occasion. Kept off that game point for the time being. Pressure is high for Monte. Finally, some success. Finally! It's been a long time they've been looking for it in this half. And their backs are firmly to the wall. But can they replicate the success in the next round?
Yeah, we've talked about how Bro has been a real good find for this Monte lineup. The most recent addition has brought a bit of stability, it feels. Even though he's quite an inexperienced player, he's slotted right in. That's a round where he delivers such important impact. hallzerk will want that shot back, though. You could tell he knew the player was coming. It looked like he actually fired too soon. And now this game, it hangs in the balance here. Economy is short on both sides. This is a huge swing round for both teams. If Complexity lose this, their losing bonus only at $1,900, and Monte would be right back in this one. Look at that from Monte. Smoke out of spawn. Maybe some aggression here.
hallzerk's been the second biggest fragger for Complexity rather than the AWP. He's got the Mac 10 for this one. Someone's going to have to pick up the slack. If they're going to keep pressing forward here, Complexity sending it into the bomb site. EliGE will start the proceedings, and the numbers are here. So's the util. Oh man, that is quite the surge from Complexity. That is one way to solve the problem. Not sure if Monte can afford to pursue this round, but can they afford to lose it either? Demka's fishing for something, but there is much work to be done here. They have the kits, and they are going to commit to this one.
Ow.
SDY gets dropped. Demka not far behind. It is an abattoir on the B bomb site. And Monte are on the meat hooks.
26 kills for JT. He's not that far from a 30 bomb either. And he's an in-game leader. What a performance he's having here. And you see this time, it's a rare occasion where it's actually the T side that used their nade to flush out Bro's position there at the back of the site. I don't know if that was even intended or if they were just trying to nade him, but it exposed him entirely and made that site very easy to take. Just that first kill from EliGE, and Bro, see, they're just in trouble.
So exposed, all of a sudden very seen by the enemy. Well then, game point is here. Match point for Complexity, 12-9.
This will be an upset. Most people have Monte favorites here. We even heard it from the desk. Can Complexity get it over the line? Auto shot out again, as well as the AWP from Waro. Haven't seen too much from his AWP so far. Forced back early in this one. EliGE has already made his way up mid, but Monte aware of that. Oh, the auto shotty, not good enough at that sort of range. Waro trying to see if he can pick up the pieces with the AWP, but not given the opportunity, and that flash forces him away. Look at that utility. Nothing there for Waro to try and even find.
They have had no grasp on mid on their CT side, Monte. No grasp at all. No grip. They have been passengers as far as mid is concerned. EliGE has been having a field day in that area, and that's given him great advantages. Floppy with a... that's a hell of a headshot from Floppy. And a 4v3 as JT continues to put up the numbers, heading towards 30, but they may run out of rounds at this pace. Demka now in a 1 versus 4. Everybody standing for Complexity with a frag in this round. Maybe they won it in the first half on their CT side. I really did wonder with the sheer amount of rounds they put up. Outside of the pistol, Monte have had not much to show in this second half. And it looks like the end of the line for them, unless Demka's got a miracle round, and he doesn't. Complexity with an upset maybe in this first game. taking Anubis with strength. A great performance from JT, including an ace, to have a wonderful start here at IEM Sydney. A great performance from them.
Yeah, absolutely. Great performance. And yeah, JT deserves all the credit in the world.